today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
Got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Right out of the gates, here's Smith. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Smith. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Samson Abukum. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now Smith. He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Niners are going offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader, and that's Brock Purdy.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment, running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Purdy flush to his right. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. We're scoreless after 1. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. On first down, Purdy. Forced out to his left. This is caught. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the...
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs them up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Walker. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On first down, it's Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, Smith.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again is Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the red zone now, Smith. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now Geno. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To the air again, Smith. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards, first down Niners.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 2nd and 9, Purdy.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Let's go, Pete. Big zero. You got time. You got time. 57's Mike. Mike 57. It's just normal. 57. Mike 57.
On first down, it's Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Purdy. He finds Kittle going across the field. And the Niners are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Smith.
Well, set up the screen to Dallas.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Room here to run. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
From the 50, it's Smith. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 15 now. Smith.
That's complete to his running back, Dallas.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's got it to Treadwell. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Again, Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks. Laquan Treadwell from 13 yards out.
And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the grab by Croft.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.